Hi guys. So for today's reading, we are going to be looking into who is on your side. And we have 3 piles here. Pile 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile that you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the super thanks button, leave a donation or a timestamp. All those things are so amazing and far more helpful than you think. And anybody who's here to support me on my path as I'm here to support you on your path, I really appreciate you guys and thank you so much for that. You make more of a difference than you know, even just with the little things. So once again, thank you for that. And let's get started with pile 1. For pile 1, who is on your side? Sadness envelopes me. Bad vibes. So much hate it's hard to see. You want to be my lover. So, you or somebody you know is going through serious depression, self-hate. They may be feeling a lot of hate for the world around them. Things like that. And it may be really hard to see. So, for a lot of you, I'm getting the feeling that this is your energy. It's really hard to see because there's a lot of self-hate going on, and that hate is projecting onto the world around you. When you start to hate certain aspects of the world around you, look inside yourself for the answer that you may be seeking as to why and where that's coming from. Look at the root, the core of what's going on in that. There could actually be somebody that you're feeling like has extremely bad vibes around you. And I'm not saying don't listen to your intuition, but what I am saying is don't listen to your fear and your doubt and your self-hate and your sadness. And, you get into that depressed mode or that scared mode, and it really can destroy a lot of good things in your life because you're so blinded by that you can't see the beauty standing right in front of you. What are the aspects that you may be hating about whatever person it is that's standing in front of you or next to you, the one that's there to support you and help you? What things are you hating about them that are inside of yourself? Because it's time to see those things inside of yourself so that you can not only forgive that person, but forgive yourself and love yourself for who you are and in all aspects of it. And for also your ability to want to address these things and make changes in your life to be a better person for yourself and the world around you. Taurus, trustworthy. Sagittarius, optimistic. Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn. So there could be some sort of addictions involved or at play here. And if you have any kind of addiction whatsoever yourself, which does not have to mean drugs or alcohol or, there's also sex, there's people, there's food, there's cigarettes, there's energy drinks. There is all different kinds of addictions that are out there. And what an addiction is something that you use and overuse to the point that it is causing yourself harm or harm to others around you in some sort of way. There's a lot of different things that you can be addicted to. So there could definitely be some addiction things at play with certain people around you that you may be seeing a mirror into yourself in some sort of way, and the addictions that you're having a hard time walking through, and you may be hating the addictions they have or blaming their behavior on that or whatever. But are you blaming your behavior on some of the addictions that you have or things like that, So make sure that you're looking at yourself, because if you're not seeing the people that are in your corner right now, it has something to do with some form of codependency, whether that's yours. It's a mutual shared codependency because you're mirroring each other. You have a lot of similar things going on. So look inside of yourself on that, though, and ask yourself if some of these aspects relate to you, because this could be somebody that stands out very much. This could be somebody who's the spotlight, who is seen, who is heard, who is very different. So that could be things that are kind of causing you to distrust this person in some sort of way. And you might actually be feeling bad about some of the things that you have done in the past because of the fact that you stand out. You probably stand out very much so. Maybe you've had to walk away from certain situations because of that. Maybe you feel like you have had to crush people because of that. And since you've had to crush people by walking away from them, you know that this person could also do the same to you, or you could do the same to this person. And you may hate yourself just a little bit for that, and so you're hating this person for that too. And it causes a lot of problems and issues when it comes to that. I should have taken some of the new stuff I wrote yesterday and added it to this. I might still grab something from over there. GVA. There could also be even like a gossipy type of energy, or lies, white lies, why, or lies by omission, because omission isn't really lying, but you know, it depends on what the topic is. If you are not talking about something that you feel like should be known in the situation, then omission is lying. O, Moira, loyal. L, D, even if it's fear causing you to lie, you're still lying. And so, you know, maybe learning how to remove some more of those masks, open up, be vulnerable, things like that. Even if it does hurt, at the end of the day, what happens is meant to happen. But at the same time, you can really shift and change a lot of things throughout life with the energy and the emotions that you're in. MGR, Roy, Royal, HC. This could be actually somebody's father-in-law as well. Ronald, Gay, May, Coy, Fold. The Curse of the Fold is a good song. Ma'am, Maggie, Magpies. The movie Runaway Bride is what just came to mind. So somebody could really be afraid of love, afraid of vulnerability, afraid of being their true self in a partnership or relationship. And so they may put on a bit of a mask to really try to be what this person wants. This could definitely be a codependency to people, and it is on both sides in certain ways. And so really being able to identify those things in yourself and turn them around, and being able to point them out in others when they're doing it, is going to be a very good thing for you. Being open and honest about those things and communicating in those situations is definitely something that is going to be very beneficial for both parties, because it gives people a chance to look at it. Sometimes people don't even see those things until you point them out, and sometimes they do see those things, but they just don't know how to change them. They don't know how to put down that guard and to lower that armor and to just be vulnerable and exposed. But a lot of times when you become more vulnerable and exposed with other people, they become that way with you as well. It only takes one person to overcome that fear, and then it takes the other person to follow. But it doesn't mean everybody's always going to follow. And that might be why you're scared to lead in this situation, or vice versa. Same thing for them, why they are scared to do that and be the first one to do that, because it may not be followed on the other side. And holy shit, you may be really surprised by this being followed by somebody as well. You expressing something that you're like, this is what I did in this case, and then they just took that and drew the parallel into their life and went, this is what I need to do in this case, and just fucking did it right in front of you. That may be something very shocking that ends up happening. There's somebody around you who is ready, willing, and able to break the chains and the cycles, to free themselves, to open up, and to be something different. Somebody's ready to take a very strong stance, and you may be ready to take a very strong stance too. For a lot of you, this is going to be a love connection, or the idea of a love connection. This may even be something that reminds you of some of the connections that you had in the past as well, with other people who had similar addictions to whatever this person may be facing, because this person may actually be facing an addiction as well. It's going to be very hard for them to break these cycles, but I feel like they are wanting to break these cycles and live a new life than the life that they've been living for a while now. Sea turtle, protection. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything that you need to be protected and happy. So, slow and steady wins the race. You're very protected in the things that you're doing. You're very good at finding life's flow, at being in harmony with the rhythm, and really allowing things to happen and unfold at a natural pace themselves instead of trying to control every aspect of it. But maybe this is a newfound energy inside of you, and you may still be somewhat holding on to some of the hate in the past that is causing you to see this person in a warped view in some way. It's time to step into that energy again. You know that energy, feel that energy, be that energy, and just allow things to be the way that they're going to be. Allow yourself to be you, allow yourself to open up, and allow things to just go the way that they're going without feeling the need to steer the direction and steer the ship. And remind this person that they don't need to do that either when you start seeing those things in them, instead of running away at the first sign of anything that might look similar to anything in your past, because I think it's very different from things in your past and you're going to be very shocked by that. You could definitely have had a lot of things happen in your life where things fell apart or things were came unglued, whatever the case may be. I feel like you might have actually even been there in this person's life when they were going through that as well, and they really want you to win. They want you to overcome things. You may not know this or see this because this person may have self-sabotaged in a very serious way with you. They could have really just stuck a foot in their mouth completely in however they handled this situation, and they really feel like there's no coming back from this situation in any way, shape, or form. But this person, and that's if this person's in separation from you, but this person is definitely feeling like they want you to win because you were there to encourage them to win in their deepest time of need, in their deepest time of pain, where they had no hope and the whole world was covered with hate and things like that. There could definitely be a lot of that involved in this as well. This person is somebody who learns very quickly, somebody who's very intelligent, somebody who overcomes things very easily and efficiently, somebody who really believes in you to be able to do the same as well. For some of you, this could actually be somebody who went through some sort of very severe trauma as well as a child. Serious abuse, feeling sexual more than anything else as well. There's been more out there that I've met than anybody wants to know on both sides, men and women, when they were children or when they were older, because of the things that happened as a child. It ended up happening again, and those were cycles that they had to break. And they may not even want to be vulnerable enough with you to let you know that they had to break those cycles repeatedly. You're being asked to take a leap of faith off of this cliff to just dive into the abyss here, and you're like, I don't know if I should be doing this. I don't know if I should be doing this. I don't know if... That's not faith. That's questioning. When you take a leap of faith, you jump in and you just allow the chips to fall where they may. And what comes from it comes from it. And then you'll still learn at the end of the day. You'll still grow at the end of the day. You'll still take the lessons with you forward at the end of the day. Anything other than doing that is trying to control a situation. And it's time to let go of that control and to surrender, to just fully surrender yourself to what's in front of you, the unknown in front of you. Yeah, I may die, but I may never truly live if I don't take this leap of faith. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through, who these people, because I feel like it's multiple people for a lot of you. Some of them could have been love interests, some of them could have been friends, whatever the case may be. I feel like there are definitely multiple people who feel this way about you, but there's one particular love interest, possibly two, that are feeling that way about you as well. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this, oh, angel and magic. If you guys enjoyed this reading, I would really love it if you could let me know what you thought of it, what was going on, all that kind of stuff. And hit the like, share, subscribe, leave a timestamp or super thanks or a donation to the channel through my Amazon wishlist, PayPal, or Cash App. All those things are so amazing. I truly appreciate any and all of you who do any of those things. Wow, I had a really hard time saying that this time. Anyway, let's go to pile 2. For pile 2, pile 2. What about you guys? Who is on your side? Okay, I'm going to take a breath for a minute. So, I had to cleanse the area and take a couple deep breaths. I was very sucked into pile 1. Anyway, pile 2, let's see who is on your side. We have this beautiful little dog. So if you have a pet, an animal, they are your biggest fans, biggest supporters. They fucking love you, and they are definitely on your side. My dogs and my little kitty, these guys are my family. These guys have been here through everything, and they're just fucking amazing. I show them love. They show me love. It's amazing. Love your pet today. Often overlooked, but totally golden. And your pet may be a little overlooked right now. You may be very focused on outside things. You may be looking all around you and trying to chase after other things or people. And your pets may be standing there like, hey, I fucking love you. Where's my hugs? Where's my kisses? Where's my loves? I miss my loves. You used to give me loves all the time. Come on now, give me some loves. So if you have a pet, love your pet. Sometimes that happens. It just happens. But, you know, remember that they're there and that they love you more than anything in this fucking world. And you are just their, you're the boss. They love you. I'm bossy's coming to mind. Could also be someone in your life is very much like a dog in a lot of ways. Very loyal, very loving, very unconditionally caring and loving, and just looking at you as their world. Truth hurts. Lies do too. Tell the truth. So this could be somebody that you've kind of pushed to tell the truth. Pushed to be authentic. Because maybe they were having some issues with being a little passive aggressive. Could have been things like that. Night and day. You know, I always love to say that the divine beings just have a great sense of humor. They have a great sense of humor. Our mother and father in the heavens. You definitely have the divine on your side for one thing, but you are worth protecting. You are an angel on this earth in a lot of ways. Dogs are very much so angels on this earth. I mean, fucking angels on this earth. They really are in so many ways. Their personalities are fucking amazing. Really. In so many ways. But so are cats. Cats' personalities are fucking amazing. I love cats. They're very independent. They're very fierce, playful, energetic, so loving. And they will respect you if you respect them. They will love you if you love them. But they want loves when they want loves, and they don't want loves when they don't want loves. And you know what? That's a fucking amazing thing too. Just throwing that out there night and day. This could actually be somebody that's somewhat opposite of you as well, as far as like human people that are on your side. The yin to your yang. Somebody who has a yin yang tattoo. UENC. C, the Y, S, Gemini, Capricorn, Gemini, W, Q, N. You may be facing a lot of fears in trusting this situation, like a lot of fears in trusting this situation. You may be really questioning if this person is severely two-faced, if this person's gossiping about you, if this person is like recording certain things going on and then like sharing it with people. You may be having some very severe anxiety about this person. This person could actually be somebody who has an addiction of some sort as well. Y, Z, Z, J, K, P, pen, Ken, key, Y, S, X, sexy. Are you sexual? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's either NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. I can't really think right now, but on that subject. There's a lot coming in all at the same time for this one. Yeah, you could definitely be feeling a lot of anxiety in different ways and dealing with what you're dealing with right now. Penny. Ken. Kenny. Size. Penny. Oh, I already said Penny. Vinny. Fear pulls you from me. My love for you is unconditional. Even when you're irrational, my love for you is consistent, even when you won't want to quit it. It's hard for me to stand so strong as you figure out it takes so long. My heartbeat races when you are near, a distant drumming echoing fear. I want to speak so badly to you. Do you feel the same need too? When I'm near you, I think I see the same in you as is in me. I hope the waterfall comes crashing down, 'cause in your feelings I'd happily drown. I can hold your head in my lap, even if you're opposed to sap. Please, my love, come to me. Please, my love, set yourself free. 130:18. So this could definitely be a situation where some of you may have actually watched pile 1 too, or feel drawn to watch pile 1. I know this is going to be a very long reading today. Anyway, Snake. Snakes in the Grass by King Tut. Don't worry. Have faith that as the snakes need to be removed from the grass, the divine will cut the grass out of the way so that you can see. Because if we knew everything beforehand, we would never be expected to take a leap of faith. We would never be expected to face anything without knowing what's coming. We aren't meant to know everything. We are meant to learn how to surrender, let go of control, release, so that we can allow things to unfold naturally. And this could definitely be a situation where there's a lot of fear at play. This could be somebody who loves you so unconditionally in so many ways. They may be often overlooked in your life, but they are totally golden as a person. And yes, they may have a shadow side, but what is your shadow side? And when it comes to any kind of codependency, it goes both ways in some sort of way. This could definitely be like looking in a mirror in a lot of ways for you. This could be a twin for some of you as well. Could be a twin sister or sibling in general. But this could also be like somebody that you feel a very strong pull to. Somebody who mirrors you and matches you in so many so many ways. But at the same time that you know that, they are very opposite of you in so many ways as well. Because you guys mirror each other in a lot of different ways. But sometimes that reflection is the opposite. When you look into a mirror and you go to touch your left side in the mirror, it looks like they're touching their right side because, you know, it's the opposite. Or if you know what I mean. Anyway, The Wolf. If you know, you know. If you don't, find a different reading. Wolf, Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. It's time to step into your confidence. It's time to believe in you. And it's time to believe in all around you. You are a fucking amazing leader. And whether other people can tell you that, whether they acknowledge it, whether they show gratitude for it, whether or not they compliment you on anything, it doesn't matter. Take that validation from inside of yourself. Take that from where you can get it and let it fuel you and build you up and make you feel like you can accomplish anything, because you really can. This is somebody who's very loyal. Wolves are so feared in this fucking world. Wolves are so hated in this world. But wolves are so fucking amazing in so many ways. And who is the top predator on this planet? Because it sure ain't wolves. If we're scared of wolves, we should be far more scared of humans. Humans are the top predator on this fucking planet, not wolves. So I would trust a wolf any day before I would a human. And they talk about wolves in sheep's clothing. You know what? Wolves are the shepherds. All the shepherds that took care of the sheep came from wolves. The dogs are the wolves. In a lot of ways. And it's not which side you feed. Because if you starve a side, it's going to get fucking ravenous. But at the same time, it's accepting and embracing those sides and knowing who you want to be and choosing to be that. So choose to be the leader that you are, and don't be afraid of yourself or this person for being the leader that they are and the wolf that they are. Because it takes a wolf to be a leader in a lot of ways. You have to be willing to be this playful, loving, loyal, unconditionally loving, caring person. But at the same time, you have to be willing to make the decisions necessary, which sometimes requires you to be what some would call cold-hearted, when in actuality, you're making the best decision for everyone in that situation by stepping away from it, or by cutting it off, or by stepping in and doing what you know needs to be done in that situation to make sure to protect those that you love. Three of Wands. King of Swords, Panther, and the Bee. So you're really waiting to hear some of the things coming back to you from what you've put out there into the community around you. You may be very shocked by some of the things that do come in. You have put in a lot of time, effort, patience, persistence, dedication, and you've been visualizing and manifesting in beautiful things. Communication is going to be coming in the near future for some of you from this person as well. Some sort of communication that may be extremely shocking may be coming out about certain people in your life as well. This could be somebody that is very intelligent. There could be a lot of people that are very intelligent, looking at you, appreciating you, loving you for who you are, knowing that you are extremely intelligent too, and you deserve to be in some form of leadership position because you could make some very dramatic changes in the world around you. Somebody is very much behind you on that and really feels like you could make a difference. But that you also are going to have to accept who you are and become that and be that, so that you can really make the decisions necessary in that leadership position, and vice versa. I feel like this person may be working on that themselves a little bit as well. So anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you guys thought about it, whether or not it resonated, what you might have going on. And if you guys did enjoy this reading or got anything from it, make sure you hit that super thanks button, like, share, subscribe. Think about donating to the channel. I have my PayPal, Cash App, and Amazon wish list down below, as well as my P.O. box. I added it at one point. Also, if you have any kind of natural products you'd like to have me check out and let people know what I think about them, you can also send those to me as well. Just make sure that you send all the details with it so that I can have it with it while I'm trying it out and mention it for you. Anyway. There's been a few people who were wanting to do that a little while back, and I figured I'd put that out there again. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. For you guys. These piles are probably not going to be very equal in how much time went into them, but it was how much time was needed for each pile. Anyway, for you guys, let's see who is on your side. You may be very different, and you may be very at peace with how different you are. You may be very at peace with how different everyone around you is. You may even encourage them to step into those differences, to love those differences about themselves. There could actually be somebody that you know may have one eye that's smaller than another eye. This person is somebody that maybe you were like, hey, dude, check out my eye. It may not be as noticeable as yours, but when I first noticed it, it wouldn't go away. This eye is smaller than this eye, and it may not be as noticeable as theirs. They may not have even noticed it as much on you until you mentioned it, and then they're like, hey, you do got that same thing going on, and yet somehow I think you're beautiful, so fuck, I must be beautiful too. These could definitely be people that you shared your story with when you were in pain, or you shared your story of pain with while they were in pain. People that really look up to you. Someone who's very in touch with and at peace with their intuition. These could be people who have gone through their own pain so much in their life as well, and who have learned how to share their stories. You could have taught them, or they could have taught you how to share the stories of the pain, how to open it up, how to express it, how to get it off your shoulders and unburden yourself in some sort of way. All eyes on me. You could be having a hard time wanting to step out into the spotlight in some ways, even if you show that beautiful strength and confidence and calm and peace on the outside. You may really sometimes, Dope Game. Listen to the song Dope Game. I always feel like somebody's watching me. And it could be a lot of trauma or PTSD that happens that at times, and sometimes it is real. Sometimes it is real. But when you're in your peaceful state and you're getting intuitive nudgings, that's when those intuitive nudgings are much more real. When you are in a fear-filled, pain-filled, confused-filled state, or dealing with a lot of trauma or pain coming back up, that can hit into paranoia, where you start feeling a little overwhelmed, anxious, questioning everything in every different scenario you could even think of. Once you heal through that pain, sometimes you find it a little bit funny. You're like, wow, that is a great story. Maybe I should write that down, because wow, my mind can come up with some crazy shit. But sometimes that crazy shit is real. And you're helping somebody to see when it is real, or they're helping you to see when it is real. Maybe you're helping each other to see when it is real. Maybe you've both gone through that on your own, so that you have already started to see when it's real and when it isn't real. Maybe you're both making each other a lot more confident and calm in who you are as a person, and in giving yourself time and patience to work through those things that really hurt you very deep down, so that you can be feeling more in a calm, confident state in some sort of way. There may be a peace proposal here, a truce that has went up in some sort of way, because maybe both of you were kind of a little bit lashing out at each other in some sort of way at first because of that fear. But you're both really trying to focus on peace and love at the core of the matter. We have Leo. We have Libra. We have Virgo. We have Aquarius, friendly. So these could definitely be friends of yours. These could be relationships that were a little bit more deep, to where you guys had a very deep bond or a very deep friendship. These could be friends that your communication could have inspired in some sort of way, or their communication inspired in some sort of way. Definitely leaders in this group. You are leaders, and you have a lot of leaders who feel like you are a leader too, and who are behind you and want you to share your pain and to heal yourself and to really find your true peace inside again and that loving core of yourself again, because they know how amazingly beautiful it is. Some of you, this could actually even be people whose scars lashed out at you in some sort of way, and they know they hurt you, and they really want to see you to be able to. They want to see you be able to find peace again after that. Because they may not have been in your corner at first, but the strength that you hold inside of you, the beauty, the fiery nature that you are, that untamable force who is also so peaceful and loving and kind and caring and giving and beautiful, does not need to go out of this world. Because you may have inspired them to believe that there are real people in this world. These could be people who started out in a betrayal mode and were betraying you in some way. Maybe they felt betrayed by you, or their ego slighted, or their pride hurt. And now they are really regretting that, feeling very guilty of it, very aware of it, ashamed of it. They need to heal. Hurt people hurt people. JD, Q, J, DJ, R, Junior, JR, I, B, Bird, M, Marcos, P, JP, Michael, Pedro, PEU, G, D, O, God, Rib, Rim, Mid, Ride, A, Bade, Z, Obeyed, G, Peg, Ped, Jaguar. You may have actually told these people some extremely hard truths about themselves that they really needed to hear as well. And this person is now really facing that and looking it over again. F-O, Frog, Fog, Jog, J-W, Y-Z, Ways, Boaz, Penguin, the penguin in the stone, Big, the movie Big. This could have been somebody that was thinking they were a lot more adult than they were, and realizing that there was a lot of growing up that they had to do. Bridge, Badge, Badger, Mired, Offer, Good Offer, Loon, Intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. So it's time to really trust in that feeling of love that you get deep down when you're in a peaceful state, where you feel like there are a lot of people who love you and care about you, that there are a lot of people who see the beauty that you've brought into the world. Because I feel like there has been a lot of people who have abused the beauty that you have brought into this world. But there's also a lot of people who regret that, and you get what you give. You may have been feeling like you had hurt people for the way that they had hurt you, but you gave them back what they were giving you when you moved away from the situation. And I feel like a lot of you chose, instead of taking the betrayal route, to just wash your hands of it. A lot of you may have actually even very loudly put out there into the world every single thing that happened in this situation. You shared your story, you shared your pain, because this person may have even been exposed in the lies that they were telling through you sharing your pain. You're a very giving, generous person, a very kind soul, somebody who really loves people, and somebody who has chosen not to have close connections in your life unless those connections are giving back to you equally, because of the fact that you give so much. You will give to the world, but you're only going to give what people are going to do in return, because you are not going to allow yourself to be put into a place of misery again by the people around you. And that's not evil or cruel or awful or cold-hearted. That is real. That is reality. And that's what you have to do in your own life to take your power back. And you are still a good person, even though you have to do that. And vice versa, so are these people. Maybe these people may have done some of the same things as well, that you're looking at it in a different light now. Communication. This is somebody who may communicate very quickly with you, very passionately with you in some sort of way. This person is also somebody who communicates with you when you communicate with them, and vice versa. They communicate with you when you communicate with them, kind of thing. Regeneration, friendship. This could be something that's going to be coming back together to be a good thing. This could be something where people may have been looking at you in a shallow way in the past, and once it was gone, they were like, oh, fuck. That was actually something real, and I didn't even see it because I was so busy looking at the outside that I didn't even take time to get to know the inside. I judged too quickly and I made a false move. I made an error here. These may actually be people who really want to apologize to you for the mistakes that they have made in certain situations with you. This could also be people who can fit in anywhere with anyone, and so they blend their colors to match. They could show off a lot. They could peacock a lot. They could be somebody completely different when they're around their friends than they are when they are around you. This could be somebody who has a hard time just letting down that guard and being themselves. When it comes to situations like those, Avril Lavigne, Complicated. Let it go. Release that fear and doubt. Peace fills you inside and out. Let go of what you think is wrong. The answer was with you all along. Over the mountain or around, you've always been homebound. It's time to release all that fear before you waste another year. So people are really rooting for you to be able to let go of your fear, your anxiety, your paranoia, your PTSD, the hurt and pain and trauma that you've gone through, so that you can come back to the person that you really are. Because when we are in that energy, we are not our highest selves. And hurt people do tend to hurt people at times. Even when we're unintentionally doing it, even when we don't see we're doing it until later. Be compassionate, kind, and understanding with yourself as you come out of this. And you know that it's going to be beautiful. Everything that's going to be coming from this is going to be beautiful. So allow yourself to know that. That is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, who these people could be. And if you guys did enjoy this, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the super thanks button, or think about donating to the channel. I have my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wish list down there, or my, yeah. I don't remember what the other one is right now. Anyway, that was a very deep reading, bougie. These people could have been bougie. Anyway, I really hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.